Hello everyone, tonight we're going to be playing some more CK2. We're continuing the reign of Queen Heli of Estonia. Now our main issue is... Oh wow, when did that get to be? That's gotta be an error or something. So I mean, we've got over 2,000 soldiers, so yeah. Apparently he's taking Haiti Mail of Estonia. So he's taking the county of Estonia. Or at least trying to. Probably find him an honorary title. You know, that should keep him happy for at least a little while. We got Master, we got Champion, Cupbearer, Master of the Blade, and Master of the Bow. All three of these will give him will increase his opinion of us by 10. I think I'll make him champion. At least offer him the title. I don't know if he can reject it or not. Well, he definitely accepted it. But you know, it's mostly that Queen Heli over here, it was short. That's his main problem. That's what's giving him a -30 penalty to the relationship, is that the queen is a dwarf. Unfortunately, the Suomenusko faith dropped down to 41% moral authority. Yes, of expiring and rulers being led astray. Hey, that guy our new champion doesn't want to become independent anymore, so don't really need to kill him if he's not he's not a threat. Not even sure who that is. I'm just gonna keep that information to myself for now. Right now, it kind of picked me up and tossed me away. Luckily, I landed in a haystack head first and was not hurt badly, although my temper took a bad turn for worse. Are you insane or just an idiot? You gotta consider, she's a dwarf, so she's gonna be kind of tiny. You know, that's kind of what happens when you have dwarfism. My diviner who tells me that his efforts at increasing religious fervor among people have met with great success. A small army of zealots has originally been tried to serve me. Now he's waiting to take some suitable infidel before my new recruits wander off in disgust. I'm not gonna do that anytime soon, so we can just disband him for now. Where's the... Okay. One over there. And one in Perm. Just way over there. Might be able to get Ryazan in at some point. Because I mean, it's only a few provinces away from from like Smolensk over here. Right now, I also need to be building up my piety and building up my dynasty, so that I can actually have the heir that maybe isn't this guy. Yeah, I'd rather not have somebody known for being the cruel in charge. Sure, use the influence I hold over my tribe to increase his standing. High Chief Vincent will come to appreciate me more. Sure, I'll say some good things about him. In fact, now he has a positive relationship, so... Oh, now it's dropped all the way to 38. King K.K. Vladimir has usurped the title Kingdom of Suomi from Count Rodolph the Usurper. We've got a de jure ducal claim I can then press on Narva. I don't know. Novgorod looks to be pretty substantial right now. I mean, we've got potential vast all allied troops is over 7,000. So if I can get a decent number of allies on board, or we could definitely take them. And we've got low tribal organization law, which means that chiefs have limited power over their vassals and reform pagan and tribal no vassal opinion -5. Which I believe means that now I can revoke titles. And in 20 I can try and get low centralization. Or not, because it has to be a non-tribal government. Probably get my husband to like me a bit more. Here, I'll give him some money. Maybe focus my efforts on getting along with him instead of that was, threatening to train and become independent. Well, apparently it's the heir to the chieftain of London. That part of my territory, or was that somewhere else? Well, he's actually heir to multiple chiefdoms. I think it might be somewhere else. Well, some way. Actually, front claim on the Kingdom of Suomi. Wheat claim on the Kingdom of Vladimir. Oh, this entire, he's got a wheat claim on this entire kingdom over here. Yeah, because he's from this area. But they're they've got pretty substantial forces on their side, so they're gonna be going after them anytime soon. They're most likely. Got lucky with fighting Novgorod, and that they kind of got conquered and then were free again. You're not sure. Well, I mean, my husband hasn't provided me with an heir yet, so might as well I'll do what I can. I'm just trying to, get the religion then reformed. The last room was kind of made that rather difficult. Because I went from just having to wait to get the piety to everything going wrong. Unfortunately, I also lost Godslayer because it's in this guy's inventory instead. I'm just glad that he just got to he just had to abdicate rather than me losing the title outright. Well, it's like we've got an error on the way. Yeah, something that will boost piety by praying for the child's good health. Humble can increase piety, but unfortunately I didn't get it. My husband just stormed in, roaring and smashing chairs. He knows my affair with Kyle. He knows the child I carry is not his. The flesh is weak. I mean, that's kind of the thing he should have known might happen when he married a lustful, ambitious dwarf. Who just also happens to be the Queen of Estonia. Courage has enlisted the help of some of the women from our staff to cheer me up and keep my mind off the pregnancy while I wait for the child to be born. If nothing else, It'll be nice to have somebody to talk to when I'm not dealing with my duties as queen. At least he seems to be being relatively nice. In spite of his negative 73 opinion. Some vicious herding piety game. Nope. And I did not become gluttonous. I also need a new diviner. I think I can do better than 12. Yeah, a bit better. We'll go with out of the people with negative 27 opinion of me. Ooh, will this guy just like bring... I don't already have Moram in my a realm. Will this guy bring the title with him? I would imagine so. I think Moram is already part of my territory. Alright, quickly find the High Chieftain of Moram. Nope. And it didn't become part of my territory either. Or interestingly enough. This guy is part of my court, but still like under the reign. He's still like under the reign of this other kingdom. And of course my child didn't get legitimized. We can actually got a couple more options. This is somebody that can try and get to be my heir. I think I'll go for my nephew. Everybody's like, oh, we hate you now. So, also, he's a child. Which apparently he's also one of the electors, so... He's just like... I like the idea, but I'm 7. And so I'm not really sure how good a job I do yet. I mean, these bottom two should change their minds. It means once he becomes an adult. I think I'll to the ancestors. Gain 60 piety by sacrificing some random person unto them. Sure, I'll throw a festival as well. Hire some expensive craftsmen. Not really worth bothering until trying to this way. Anyway, husband back to my side until oh 1024. No, 1021. Yeah, I'll get my fortune read. The fortune teller surprises me by predicting that extraordinary opportunities are about to present themselves in my near future, and I need to pay close attention to find my good fortune. I get extraordinary fortune, which is +1 to health, and to gain some piety. Many gifted artisans have been drawn to the living mod to offer their skills to create some of the offerings for your ancestors. To make the best use of their abilities, I have decided to organize a weaving contest, allowing our best craftsmen to compete against each other. I'll just have them do their thing. and give the best weaver a prize of 25 gold. Yeah, faith has gained another 2% into moral authority. Oh, Merom's now independent. And so that's a you're calling me false, and yet you're married to my diviner. You're calling my religion false. Speaking of probably send them to proselytize, try and convert some rulers who doesn't get that moral authority out. You can also hold an Anjula festival. Invitations have gone out to your households, asking them to join you in this summer's Ukanjula festival. You've decided to make the festival this year a special one, remembered by both gods and men for many years to come. Yeah, and nor I say only to find a stunning owl perched on my windowsill. It observes me with its piercingly yellow eyes for a few moments, and then taps the window with its beak. Did the ancestors send it my way? What does this dead Norse lady have to do with it? Sure, I'll get a pet owl. Learning +1, health +1. I got 100 prestige and 100 piety. He can stay in there. I'm not entirely sure what he's in there for, but hey, I'll never accuse me of loving my spouse, King Perosh, more than him. Sure, I'll assure him with my words. well, there was some way to legitimize my daughter, that way she wouldn't... That's my niece, actually. The other is over here. They both have the same problem. I could probably do with rating to bump up the moral authority some. It might be better just to try and focus on conversion and wait for the ruler's last rate, a penalty to expire. Because I could probably also just like wait until I've got the piety already before or trying to get the moral authority. Apparently Ryzan has become independent. Yeah, they're not wanting to become a vassal, so... They don't have a casus belli on them either. Probably send the Chancellor out to fabricate some claims over there. Give him something to do. Looks like something's going on over here. Here in Novgorod. Apparently they're raiding some of my territory. And also, the Chancellor that I just sent out. That is dead. How could y'all not do that? And instead, you get just utterly obliterated. Yeah, that has no effect whatsoever on me, as the Christians have hardly bothered me. Eh. I haven't had any trouble with conspirational factions recently, so. Just mostly just waiting at this point. Oh, apparently there is a conspirational faction right now. Because I've got a new person from the same high chiefdom trying to become independent. Unfortunately, nobody's willing to help me assassinate her. Well, one guy is. He also improved her relationship by 26 with a gift. I'll boost that guy's relationship too. I mean, at least I haven't built up enough to be considered dangerous. Apparently my mother-in-law died, killed by rabble. And they need another new diviner. So like, that guy can be my diviner. Build Zeal for right now. It increases his piety gain. I've pretty much only got one thing that's taking away from my piety gain, that's being lustful. Oh boy, peasants have decided to revolt. Here's hoping. Decent number of vassals will join in on the war. How are these so strong? Oh no. Now because we've lost a bunch of soldiers, this independence faction is considered dangerous. Lovely. What do the peasants even want? They want money? That's it? Oh, and independence. Being curious about another person's faith thing rarely seems to work. They've votes have turned in favor of my nephew. Fortunately, it's about the only thing going even remotely well. Or split up. Might be able to take 1,020 of them. I'm down. Now I've got a legitimate daughter with the same name as my illegitimate one. And the same father, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure it said something about telling a white lie. Oh boy, more peasants. Peasants have risen up. I might as well see if anybody will join in on this one. Oh, looks like that guy is trying to handle it. These guys managed to become independent. Oh boy, the ongoing revolt has been reinforced to 6,000. Where are you people going? Where are you going? Like, where were you trying to go? If I can become chaste, then it'll improve it. Move my piety gain. Okay. Looks like Vladimir might need help get the moral authority up. Now it's back to this guy being the heir. Oh, now we're at war with Minsk as well. Because that's what we need right now. At least all of my vassals are willing to join in on that. Humble increases his monthly piety by 1. Go ahead and do that. Gonna just try and shut down Minsk as soon as possible. All before they can become too much of a problem. Oh, there we go. This means... Oh, and there was a holy war too. I had no idea. Now, that my army's well reinforced, you can actually take on. Right, things are set. Things are able to settle down again. All it took was war with Minsk, apparently, to get things to start to settle back down. Let's see. Need 750 pipe. You know, honestly, I'd rather try and be buddies with this guy. You know, Suomenusko, folks have to let's stick together. Unfortunately, I don't have much of a means of getting a non-aggression pact with the King of Vladimir, so I can't become allies. He's currently. Unfortunately, he has no sons, so can't like trying to set Europe with him or anything. Well, Europe with one of his kids. Don't really need to legitimize. He's the older heir right now. And just go ahead and reconquer Deltuva. Yeah, I know. I was a little mad, you know. I've, there's living proof that I cheated on my husband, so. I'm getting almost 3 piety a month. Like if this guy can just build a temple holding in Razan, that'll boost it. The moral authority of the entire religion. I'll bring the Chancellor back home because I don't really need it. I'm trying to fabricate a claim on territory owned by somebody I'm trying to befriend. You know, it's kind of impolite. Right now, back to waiting. This shouldn't be a problem for too much longer. At least, you know, they shouldn't be considered dangerous for too much longer because now that I'm not fighting anyone, I can just sit back and they can let my armies reinforce. They can try and boost those relations with some of my vassals. Oh. She's got good stewardship. We've got good martial. Yeah, maybe next time, because like sadly he cannot find them to join. It's either that's a typo or it means that I don't have any festivals going on right now. Actually, why are you even giving me the option? To try and revoke a title. Well, it's gonna be no. No, I'd rather not. Because, like, you're just some petty revolt leader. Just gotta get a few thousand more. I missed the window to hold the festival, which I don't have the money to do anyway. Just need about 320 more prestige. My nephew's back to being there. Everything's going all right now. For the time being. You can probably boost some technologies. Legalism and construction, infantry. Should say you don't really need to worry about that rebellion right now, because the breakdown to not being dangerous. You need a new spy master. And the air's changed again. Because suddenly everybody likes it. Makes my brother a lot more. I'm not even entirely sure why. I mean, having him on the throne again wouldn't be the worst thing. Yes, please get that vessel to not conspire against me anymore. Also, you can die, as far as I'm concerned. I was trying to get you to not train forcefully get my brother back on the throne. I was momentarily confused because this guy looks pretty much exactly like this guy. Which, I mean, they are related, so I guess it doesn't make sense that they have some resemblance. Now known as the Bold Dwarf. I mean, you know, as long as he doesn't become a dangerous faction, then it'll be fine. And apparently, the Crusade for Sicily hit. He was victorious. Again, Persians haven't really done much to me in this entire game. So, not that much of a concern, honestly. Isn't the same nephew that I've been trying to get on the throne? But at least get to be my heir? Yep. It's like, why is he trying to rebel? Well, I mean, he's got more reason to rebel than this guy, because at least he doesn't already have the vote. Hey, you know, regardless of who gets to inherit, if I can just gain a couple more hundred, more points of piety, I might be able to reform the faith, at least piety-wise. Still gotta get the moral authority back up to where it was. Can you not? Like, didn't you learn your lesson last time? Yes, threaten the rebellious vassal. Maybe, just maybe, you know. Alright, so that's one less faction. And the vote has swung back in Hill's favor. Probably up the speed need for a bit. I don't really need to kill that guy anymore because he's no longer trying to rebel. I need a new. Sure, you can be not only my heir but also my marshal. Band of highway robbers has become more and more audacious, plundering more towns and settlements for every day. A martial high chief Emil has proposed to lead an attack personally to eradicate him from the province. Okay, so if he just goes in with just his own retinue, 50% chance of dealing with the robber band. And basically 50% chance of him. So that would be 20% chance of maimed, 20% chance of wounded, and 10% chance of infirm. Say, give him enough soldiers. I mean, May now, but I also don't have quite enough of gold to throw a festival. Now I do. Of course, these assholes have decided to not join in. Because, of course not. But hey, that's 100 piety. Just need 120 more. To boost the moral authority of the Suomenusko faith by 13%. They'll be able to reform the faith. They can worship the ancestors. Here's real quick. Gain 60 piety by sacrificing someone. Sure, if you really want to do this. Okay, so I can either kill him, gain 50 prestige, the tribal kinslayer air trait. Since I'm going to let him live. What? I could have sworn it's selected to let him live. Oh. He rejected the... Why? So I did select the option. It's just that he was a overconfident dumbass and decided to just sort of throw his life away. I mean, he very clearly had an opportunity to continue living. He just decided not to. But hey, I've got a daughter I can try and get elected. he's also another dwarf, so people have a lot of reasons to not like that idea. Which, I mean, hey, my brother's got enough piety to reform the faith. So if I can't do it, it's going to heal it. He might be able to do it as this guy. I say, now that I've got almost enough piety, it's about time to start bumping up that moral authority. By doing some raiding on infidel temples. Just gotta find good ones to go after. Here's one. I'm gonna need a new marshal and a new spy master. Unfortunately, I don't have gold to spend on a festival this year. Actually, it's not even listing the option. Do I now have 2 owls? Okay, the neighboring king has been able to actually go to a festival all this time. Either lose humble or gain honest. Yeah, unfortunately that did not go well. Yeah, I was a bit too honest. Alright, that's 1 point. Just need 12 more. I mean, if it, some none of these penalties can start to wear off, then that'll help. I wouldn't raise it and and providing 5% because it's under the control of somebody of a Suomenusko faith. They'll only get 10%, the full 10% if it's owned by somebody of the Suomenusko faith and has a Suomenusko temple holding on it. Right now it's just gonna be a matter of looting temples, also build up more moral authority. I've got the piety now. So it's just moral authority that I need to improve. Move before I can and reform the faith. It's gonna bump it up some too, I think. Yep. Plus 3% because as a King of Vladimir just won a holy war. So now it only needs to go by 8 more. Oh, there's handily enough. There's a temple right here. There that I can loot. Maybe not that this time. Maybe bring him for a hunt. You know, something he's a bit more well suited for. Oh wow. Oh, apparently my heir and brother has decided to train in his hand a subjugation war. Just gotta get 6 more points. So 6 more temples they have to pillage, or just 2 holy wars, or 2 leaderless trade penalties is going away. Any of those will work. maybe this time I'll actually be able to get all the requirements instead of my ruler dying and everything falling apart. Well, now it's dipped down one again. And for whatever reason, I guess like something expired or something. Oh no, there's been a failed county conquest. Braxlot of a preacher in the service of Queen Arnita of Kievan says to say, No, I don't want to hear more about how the Blessed Virgin. And you can go in my dungeon, so I can sacrifice you to Uko later. Like, I'm very close to being able to reform the religion I have. Now is not the time to become a Christian. My magnificent pet owl has finally taken in her last breath. Although I've been her guardian for a long time, now when it is time to send her off, I realize that perhaps she has been watching over me. So I can either light a fire, light a pyre. You perform a ceremony more official than most would expect for a pet, or choose family and shall be buried next to my ancestors. Your pet shall have her name engraved on a rock for generations to remember. That sounds nice. Oh wow. Bro came through. and got me some more territory effectively. Granted, he might lose it almost immediately. You know, if anything happens to Alpha or before. Ooh. +2 axe. As your men return from looting the holding, one of them hands you an axe with a strange purple sheen, and a plus etched into the handle, followed by the number 2. After weighing it carefully in your hands, you toss it aside your old grey axe in favor of a new weapon. Well, who needs Godslayer when you've got this thing? I just accidentally made myself unable to lead armies, at least momentarily. Like clicking the wrong thing. Dang, will trying to access my treasury. It's quick to fix. Right. On to the next temple. Which is right over here. Nice of these people to have so many churches clustered together. Yeah, makes it way easier to loot enough of them to get the moral authority up. You know, now it's mostly just, raiding temples. But if I can just get 7 more moral authority, they'll be able to reform the faith. Because that's the only requirement I lack is the moral authority of Suomenusko must be at least 50%. To think it's still not giving me the option to hold a new Pendula festival. Because I know that can boost moral authority as well. Because I might as well start looking for another temple to go after I'm done here. Just now we're on to the actual temple. Well, those last 2 sieges were just the other holdings in this province. Alright, that temple's fallen to near the raids. So on to the next one. I think I might be able to get the requirements done on this stream. So, as I mentioned last time I streamed this, that was my plan, and with this is to set up some polls to basically stop up once I get the requirements together, then set up some polls. All for people to vote on what the reforms for the faith should be. Oh, and I've been taken captive. Great. But hey, at least my hair's got more than enough piety to make up for it. Like, you know, his piety will be enough. And it will be more than enough to be able to reform the faith, even if he really can't. Only need 2 more, because one of the rulers let us astray. 8 penalties is worn off. Oh, and the King of Vladimir has passed on. Just need 2 more temples. Or for that other ruler's last straight a penalty to wear off. I don't know if that will also work. Alright, Crimea's the site of the last temple. I'm brave. I can make a request of this guy. Well, that's nice of him. Are you kidding me? One last temple, and we get our asses beat. On the last temple we needed. Well, I'm just here in a tower somewhere. Unfortunately, I can't raise any personal levies because I'm in prison. But hey, it's 1 point away. So, like, And it's there. Alright, that's gonna do it for CK2 here tonight. Because I've got the requirements to reform the faith. Which means now, time to save the game. And quit out of it and whip up some straw polls. They'll post them in chat and I'll link them in chat and include them in the description on YouTube once this goes up. And I'll check them, and I'll check in on them. Next, I'll check out them next stream of CK2. Let's see. First poll is going to be on what kind of on the also this link and it has details on what all the reforms do. Specifically under Reformation and Holy Fury. The first poll is going to be on leadership. Right. There's poll number 1. Poll number 2 will be the nature. Poll number 3, he will be for her doctrine, and which you get 2 options, but I'm just gonna keep it simple by enabling the option to pick multiple and going for the top 2 results, which also, the Suomenusko faith gets the survivor of Ukko. But gets access to the survivor of Ukko exclusive doctrine, so that's going to just replace stability because it's strictly better than the stability doctrine. Of course, it could change. Probably double check to make sure that see if there are any that are redundant with what the religion already provides. Nope. But I will account for anything that's incompatible or with the nature or the other doctrine. So I'll finagle things to make them work, while still all respecting the results of the poll. and like multiple pull answers. Oh, got to. And there we go. Right, that's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you for watching. And next stream I'll be reforming the faith based on the results of the polls. So, you know, that hard-won victory of finally getting all of the requirements together.